For his last year when the Timberwolves tossed it a little beat up and they were playing catch up.
Teams at home against the Mavericks last year. Alex 7. They fell behind by 11. Back three, got it. What a start. Doors they had to be.
The most is how professional. Before they were disappointed with the result. In front of him, he's saying that's a win for me.
Both teams. And Finch knows it has not been an easy. They wondered if they could make the play-in, and here they are.
Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo, and boy, are they gelling at the right time.
Nice, gets his own rebound. Nope. And Bear has 2 fouls, and we haven't even played.
Comes Naz Reid into the game. Last year, look, he's just swarming inside the paint.
There's some good old-fashioned big men in this series. Gets an early
floor spacing change.
Give and go, Edwards. Dort had it. Double team, finds Hartenstein. I think they just got called for a delay of game. The second delay of game warning is a technical foul. Ball of his career. Out there with Conley. So next. Here comes Tanner, defended by Conley. 3 team fouls early.
And I love flatten out. Now you throw it back out to Shea. The deep
turnovers. Minnesota's entire goal is.
Jalen Williams. Randall bumped by Dort. And there's the foul.
Up to the dead corner. He's not looking at the.
Casey Wallace. Oklahoma City is good. And Edwards is knocked down as
small is because with Naz Reid the floor. It's different than Rudy Gobert. That's going to
finish. Edwards comes out of the pack. Great young defender. Open floor gets the bump. Layup blocked by Edwards. The hesitation, floats it up, misses that one. Fight.
Oh, you can't play with a back down dribble.
Alexander, this time last possession was off OKC.
Player, you look at his scoring, you see his.
We got a check. Well, Alexander.
Oh, do we got a little chippiness?
The NBA in technical fouls during. It's something he's talked about that he has to stop.
Talked about his own lack of maturity. You talk about, but to me, Richard, the duress of game condition clock, he feels.
Conley back to McDaniel. Last year in New York. Leans in. That'll be his first. And more free throws with Jay. Contact and get to the free throw line.
Well, he's going to get it. Right now, we've seen 3 and then throwing the ball at Shea and getting a technical.
5 of 7.
Twitter likes to call him the free throw merchant, Mike.
Randall playing. Move and a little English. SGA. Here he is. Hartenstein knocks it away. Defense to offense. OKC.
Low assist, high turnovers.
Randall gets a good look from
trouble. But you're right, Richard. If you're at the
door, nobody near him. Plenty of time. It comes up.
Talking about they are hunting this kind of play against Oklahoma City. How about the catch?
Yeah. But you're fine.
Dante DiVincenzo, Cameron Towns, and it took a while for it to work. Some risky deals that have turned out to be just fantastic. Randall gets inside, back out to follow. Battle for the boards, McDaniels.
You're starting to see the Minnesota size when Hart.
Boy, this guy, he's drawn.
So thought he got hit there. T-Wolves bench to Dort. All-star this year, drives inside, whistle on a.
The Thunder defense out in transition. Look, Shea goes down, and when he's at 15, it is automatic.
7 assists in Game 7 the other day. Denver said he didn't sleep the night before to win. They had this season where there wasn't a lot of it.
The free throw line's character to say openly can make the same shots in Game 7.
Edwards looking for the screen. Again in the open floor. Jay Williams, better known as J-Dub. DiVincenzo up top.
Individuals who pride themselves on making the speed of their hands turns.
4.5 remaining. Isaiah Joe, the latest time. Holmgren fakes the through. Wallace. SGA. One of the most versatile defenders. Good screen set by Wallace. There's up a 3. And McDaniels
down to the last 5 seconds. It is boxes.
Genzo fires away, hits the 3.
The paint. They think they're good enough to do both.
Out of his hands, and he touched it last. Good number 2 in defensive rating in the post. Salem Clark will come in, the rookie from UCLA. He's played 6 minutes in 2 games.
Brands, no logos. Money on my jug. Shout out to Oyenda, that's the guzzler. Okay, next thing on the set, please.
The officials, they had to call it in real time in the NBA or the out-of-bounds calls.
Rest of the way.
Alexander Walker-Clark getting away. That might be the MB foul. Edwards is averaging 8. Won't go down. He is 0 for 4. Holmgren.
You talk about one of the most elite scorers. Just a little late. Naz Reid just not personal fouls already on.
This will be number 10 and 11. Skilders Alexander getting to the line quite a 3 after 3 years at UCLA. He was the didn't play at all. This year, his rookie season, he played 4.
Well, there was a game earlier this year where 26. So you give him a look here, Richard, if you're Chris.
Hey, right away, that has a lot of confidence.
So far in the playoffs, prior to this, the nation in steals. His last year, Minnesota back up by 3. See shooting just 36% close as all the free throws for OK. Edwards got whacked in the face. Foul will go against the Thunder. He obviously has to be careful now. He has the one.
The teams know the free throw disparity, right?
20 free throw yet. They're very well aware.
Oh yeah, they're going to go getting fouled. That's the argument that the officials are going to hear.
They got so many different guys that. Alexander Walker, that one halfway
against Oklahoma City. And think about it. Team rebounding if you're OKC.
Clark not able to hold it on. Shot 6 points. Tried to draw the charge after he came down.
Ooh, that's a tough one. The players in this league.
That's the first. Here's the first one when he comes down. Keep saying though that he has a bionic ankle.
Too young and be Anthony Edwards.
Minnesota. 5 seconds to go, and that will end the first quarter.
You know, we get a good possession stretch there where we just, turn it over, throw it, and I think we settled in as the quarter.
It's such a big part of the series, right? The half-court execution team, they forced.
So Conley, Rudy Gobert back in. Shot Conley. Nearly taken away. Kendall drives inside. Hartenstein right there, but a foul.
And it's tough. If you're players from the top of the key, that's difficult.
Wednesday, 29 points. He has found a great place, both.
He's showing exactly why they made the trade. Scoring and playmaking beside Anthony.
Wallace, the rebound, back to Wiggins, blocked, but a foul. Defense from Conley. Wallace gets away from him. Now Gobert trying a little Euro step. Alexander, the two cousins playing against each other here. What a cool moment for the family.
The parents have a side bet.
No, they're not betting on this. Alexander Walker, millions on the drive. Hartenstein with the.
Jalen Williams at his best. His downhill. Jalen Williams. J-Dub.
Hartenstein, along with Karina Walker. And a turnover OKC. Go down. Conley fights over a scoop taken by Randall. Foul by Caruso to stop the fast break.
Again, Jay Will in that open. Minnesota's very good at not letting you get there.
With Hartenstein and Holmgren, such a even Chenzo kicks it out. 3 for 4 from long distance. Hartenstein moves. Conley trying.
Basketball pick and roll on one side. Now it comes his way back. Told us before the game he's.
Caruso guarding Randall. The foul called on Randall.
He was in great position, but to your much. But he knows he's up for the task, so when you're Randall.
Hard to tell if he extended the arm. Block. Back out Caruso. He'll try a 3. Corner for OKC. Alexander Walker. A 4th three-pointer already. It's in play.
And still no Anthony Edwards. Still no Anthony Edwards on the bench.
To save it. By the way, Hartenstein is their leading scorer.
Yeah, his floater is so good, Mike. To sustain your offense early in basketball games.
Connects on a 3. That's 8th three-part player back in the locker room.
Same thing, ball rotation. What does he do? Off of a loose ball. Steps in.
Edwards, when he came out, you knew things were good. He keep a close eye on, see if there's any difference. Beautiful drive and finish for Digno. Alexander Walker.
So you get a chance to run it out, and you're going to give it all.
Nice fake on Dort, goes inside.
Randall, as you say, the leading scorer. They've now switched, checking him. Lou Dort, the old defensive.
Misses. Gobert the rebound. John Edwards. Points.
Mike, he leverages the.
Bob it in. Holmgren couldn't quite get it. Gobert. A little pirouette. How about Wiggins poking it away?
That's what you get when you get the defensive. It's Randall.
Randall's got it cooking right now. 3-point range. Can't get it. Gobert the rebound.
So the prior score was a baseline. Walking into three-point shots right now if you're him. A guy who's killing you from three like that.
Yeah. Pass. Gets inside, back shot, way off. This time holds on. Outlet Dort, one man to...
For Field, you can actually be a little bit more deliberate.
Here with his first field goal. Wallace left open. Knock. He's a defensive demon and is up. Reed again. Alexander. And a timeout call by Minnesota.
He's guarding a guy who's got get by turnover. Ooh, that might have been off.
So now guarding Edwards. Fires away. Another one in and out. Is Alexander out to Jalen Williams. Just seems like he's everywhere. Contested shot.
Alexander. They stopped fouling him for 5. Just listen, they had clean doing a terrific job.
Yeah, Oklahoma's
drive, gets inside, trying to draw a foul, and he does.
And Julius Randle.
Now Golden State about how much respect he has. They're already on their second vacations or getting ready, doing it year after year, and just had to tip.
As Dort goes back door and
Themselves, that baseline attack is.
So far, Edwards fires away and knocks. Hildes Alexander drive, spins. Caruso stolen by Randall. Reed. Timberwolves have been so good on the road. Reed though lost the handle. Chasing Williams can't get it to fall. Sidestep, swatted. 1:14 left in the half.
Julius Randle not able to finish.
There's no foul there. Mike Conley wisely back is.
Yeah, this is 18 games. A little past the halfway mark of the season. They're 8-2 in the playoffs. And this is their largest lead. It's made it a little difficult for him to get up.
Yeah, we talk about all there, but it's this right here the entire time. But Anthony Edwards, we're not going to make him guard the full 48.
What we were going to talk defensive players. That right there is really whenever ready.
But OKC with 40 points has been sensational here in the first half. Look at each other and draw a bit.
He turns the corner and is off it, or you're going to get dumped on.
Those are two
moment. You just go for the arm. I'm going to far back. You just make sure that you don't get up.
Holmgren runs down the rebound. Edwards.
Are they getting Jaden McDaniels pushing up in pressure there?
Hildes Alexander racing up the floor. Shot clock turned off. Randall's been the starter. First half knocked away by.
Denver had 2 or more turnovers. We know it. They better figure it out quick.
Isaiah Joe. Even it looked back to 4. Time to get off. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. A slugfest here in the opening 2 quarters. 2 teams fighting for a right to go to the NBA.
Been more impressive. There was a 5 or 6 minute.
This Timberwolves team, they're SGA.
But that's the first trigger you pull there.
As we send it to Lisa Salters.
Hey, Mike, well, Mark, they with this in it. We were only down by 4 at the end of the half. That's the point. He said, we're just figuring it out, but we've got to figure it out.
Early passing needs to be better. Right, but like
offensively to be only down 4.
Yeah, Shai.
He's an all-star for the first time.
By OKC against Denver. 46 shots, 31 of them.
Need on that ball.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
With Chet Holmgren, he just has to slow spots. You know, again, he's got all of the skill.
Daniels his 3rd foul.
And here, look, you catch.
Season before he went down with the injury. The off the back.
And here in the playoffs, he's their leading rebounder and shot down both.
And who is going to show?
Count it at 1.
This, his footwork, 6 foot.
And a chance of MVP. Completes the 3-point play. Randall. Dort. Line, the 37-year-old.
Only has had a couple of opportunities
tonight, which is his 3rd conference final. Game 1, 8 Eastern time. And conference final, obviously, last year with Minnesota. PA All-Defense as respected over the past 20 years.
Finals, he beat my 61 win.
Hartenstein's got that flow. See, back up by 2. His third 3. He's got 16.
Late.
I guess that ankle's looking pretty good. He's still tossing him. Gets into the paint. Daigneault as Minnesota back up.
Come on now, how hard is the pass?
Let me get back to the middle. Throw my arms out to that quick release.
Alexander Walker. Williams on a pull-up jump shot. A strong third quarter. Dort on Edwards. Conley finds some room. Plays catch with Gobert. Gonna have to put it up. That ball, Gobert keeps it alive. But Dort, Jalen Williams comes flying in for the rebound.
Team all game.
DiVincenzo will check. Last year for the Knicks, it's some really big shot. Brings energy. Uptick when he comes.
That Dante DiVincenzo had last year. That plays defense, can shoot the ball. The more
with Gobert, who points to DiVincenzo's.
DiVincenzo, a guy who had 205th for him on this roster in particular.
Third in the NBA last year.
But Dante put Rudy in tough situation. So operating in screen and roll, he's going to cut down with only maybe one dribble.
Anything ever just completely not.
The Thundersticks are fun. It adds to the environment.
From Edwards. Isaiah Joe has to give them the floaters up and good. Tough shot from Jalen. 7 points here in the third quarter. 13 for the game. DiVincenzo from way down. GA wins out. Timeout, Minnesota.
Better way to get going and against your cousin.
Was the 17th overall pick a year later.
Gilgeous Alexander is 26. Jump shot. Can't get it to go. Ed does not go down. Gets his own rebound.
KC, they know it. Their crowd.
4-point OKC. Naz Reid spins right into return in the corner. Oh, gorgeous move and 10 straight points.
Pressure. Jalen Williams is make every single play. Second jump by Shai Gilgeous.
Third quarter by the Thunder. Quiet for this crowd. Right now, we've watched the Thunder score 10. Can't get it to fall. Rebound snatched. DiVincenzo now picked up defensively. That's going to be his second.
He comes out here and he has been wide-based defensive stance. The best thing you can do with defensive plays that have been big time.
Naz Reid, terrific defensive play. Williams guarding Edwards off the bounce. Got 7 of those. And Alexander Walker, and layup's good.
Anthony Edwards. It doesn't matter if it's transition balance. We're going to have to check that out on replay. Oh, no, he just tripped. That's the right. And I love this. It's the seal. Shai to get there gives.
Trip on feet, but.
I thought it was an elite facing, but you're right. I mean,
Well, I see the arm is up there high, but that's when he loses his balance. There was no
City will get the ball side out with 6.
Well, and you see right there, it's that in and out. Once he loses his feet, and there was no contact once he started.
In the first half was unsuccessful. Conference final. They might have to postpone it to like July. Holmgren. Henry Williams with some very good minutes off the bench. The other Jalen Williams gave them some. Alexander Walker takes his time, can't get.
Continues to struggle with their shooting.
Three-pointer and the Thunder with their largest lead.
You will repay that confidence.
That's his Gobert. He had taken 8
threes. And you come in the second half, it looks a little bigger.
And the first double-digit lead. Rebound, Holmgren. Going on all season long. He's clearly not playing as we wind down the third quarter. DiVincenzo, quick catch and shoot. Hit. Banked it home in a transfer three-point play.
For a few plays to start the quarter. Now all of a sudden Shai got his rhythm back. And as soon as he feels the contact season, he's one of the best here in the playoffs.
He scored half his points here in the Oklahoma City had 40. That's an 11-point lead. Edwards takes the seat.
Dante uses.
A minute remaining. 9 in the first half. Alexander Walker. Wallace gets bumped with 9 left on the shot clock for the. played all that well in the first half, and we're only down 4. Joe comes in.
And with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, right now he's got 21 shots.
Half-second difference. Shot clock game. The drive. Kicks it out in the corner. 0.4 remaining. Hardly playing in these playoffs. From the free throw line.
It almost took out Jerry West on the left side.
Right back and knocks it down. No fouls to off the mark. The Thunder come alive after. And Jay Williams both come to OKC with a 10-point lead.
Kept you guys in that first half while the offense is. What were you guys? What was working for you?
Just playing aggressive, trying to.
The afternoon jump shot there won't go. Rebound and move, kicks it out. He's triple team McDaniels.
He's made 2 threes that feels.
A 3 and answers right back. Batted out of bounds. Still Minnesota.
Quinty took a shot
From his own teammate.
One of the best benches in the Walker.
Well, Chris Finch baseline.
And what OKC does.
Randall guarded by Caruso. Big guys.
I think he likes the challenge.
His ability to close.
Holmgren. Defense. Here comes Randall. Wallace, corner 3. Ball knocked out of bounds.
Side, because 9 minutes left. The lead.
Right now on the bench with 4 fouls. Reed and this walks close to being number 6. And that's Reed by DiVincenzo. Wallace right there to Holmgren. Blocked by Holmgren, but a foul.
Chet Holmgren just going. Instead, he takes the bounce pass, still able to finish.
For it. So that's the right decision.
Well, you can earn badges out from Minnesota, and Edwards returns.
Body if you're Oklahoma City. Casey Wallace.
Mark Digno able to manage guys. Grin with a force up to 11. He's just 3 of 11 from downtown. Here's usually DiVincenzo. Edwards fires away 3 and saves it to DiVincenzo. I blocked but fouled.
And this is what we talk about when I say finds it. Now look, take your time. You see animal.
Walker will come in. Naz Reid, he's tied for the game lead along. Gilgeous-Alexander once again goes out as hanging around the rim and getting bucket after bucket. In, tries to split the defense and lost. Bucket, count it, and 1.
I don't know how he completes this play, folks. He is somehow going to get his shoulder square. It gives it a chance. That's ridiculous.
At a high level. That's where he has mapped. Finch wants to talk about it.
20's KC. Breakout search in the U.S. MVP. What a historic regular season. Right now, a 14. Randall missed it, but right back up and in.
Absolute bull. He's one of those guys when you guarded
by Edwards. 5. SGA trying to get away from him. Can't. And a 24-second violation is Randall.
But look at how he showed his hands. That's both hands go up. Both hands go up. Do not.
Ball pressure from the outset. I mean, it took seconds to get anywhere near the free throw line.
Good ball movement. And it's back to 4th. For Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Alexander Walker kicks it out.
Mike, I think they're the first.
Trying to stay with SGA. He is fouled out for the 2nd time in these playoffs.
Yeah, look at the handle. Multiple motion. Handle is so.
You can roll. Now you take the slow. You said Shai? Yeah.
He has turned it around after a rough first half. Guarded by Dort. That's his 2nd 3-pointer. Lead with 5 to go. Plenty of time from the jumper.
And that's why you have to, that step back is lethal. Give him a little space. Give him a little space to absorb the automatic.
High arcing three goes down.
Ball movement is on point, and Lou Dort.
Point game. Adis spins against Dort, leads in. Beautiful.
All right, you got 4 minutes, start hitting this three. They're 15 for...
And Wallace has it. On the drive, goes it. Randall kicks it back out. Alexander. And a loose ball foul.
Now, one man to beat off the drive. Yeah, here's another one. Mr. Williams.
Fouls on Dort. Throws it out of bounds. The swim. Walker. Dive, pulls up. Back up top. Stolen by Dort. This crowd in a frenzy right now. Caruso swatted out of bounds by DiVincenzo.
You bring in Caruso. He guards Jokic all series. It's Randall all series and knocks
19 threes, but they've hit with 2.5 remaining. Step back with his 8th rebound. Meanwhile, Minnesota's taken 50. Good chip, making sure he was okay. But
Mike, you're talking about how little he's been able to get. And when the screen comes, you take a step toward that motion of Anthony Edwards. Come on, RJ, and be done, folks.
And now just adding to it here with the fourth. 18 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists.
in the meeting. I said, hey, that between game 6 and game 7 where you struggle, the game will show up. And that's what he did. And so far here in game 1.
Minot and Garza all in the game. Jang is going to come in. And that's back-to-back high. Just one of those all-around performances he has with his team.
Mike, 8 and 5.
Those are pretty good.
Those are pretty good numbers.
They're able to stand much here in this fourth quarter. They beat the Lakers in 5 games, then beat Oklahoma City. Had that sweep in the first round again against Denver. That was a tough series. They could win the tough games in the regular season.
But you go down in front of you. You're one of the youngest of all.
And Joe playing 12 minutes, getting some free. 50%. And just opening things up here with Joe. To win if you're the road team. 31 in the playoffs. The one loss Doris just mentioned. Game didn't play huge minutes. 10. And that's what they do. And that's what they've done. It's blowout city.
Game 7 lost the first quarter tonight.
Well, Minnesota knows